Okay, now I'll show you other audiobooks that I've got. Composer is Dead. That's an audiobook by Lemony Snicket. It's another audio... Well, actually, technically... Well, yeah, it is by Lemony Snicket, the author of a series of Unfortunate Events, but his real name's not Lemony Snicket, his real name's Daniel Helmer. Okay, here's some Roald Dahl audiobooks: Magic Finger, James and the Giant Peach, The Enormous Crocodile, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I got those ones years ago, and I'm not... Some of them are interesting, but a few of them, like The Enormous Crocodile, are really just a bit childish. But yeah, they're alright. But I haven't been listening to them much, really, lately. Falcon... Oh, that's a CD of, you can see, Christmas in Vienna. But yeah, here's another audiobook, The Falcon's Malteser. This is by the same author as Alex Rider, Anthony Horowitz. Got to say, it's pretty good. It's not as good as Alex Rider, in my opinion, but it's alright, you know, it's quite good. It's more comedy, really, than Alex Rider. It's much more of a funny story. Well, not really, really funny, but funny-ish. Screwtape Letters. Screwtape Letters. That's the last audiobook that I've got in this case. Okay. Now I'm going to show you, next audiobook is the How to Train, audiobooks that I'm going to show you, is the How to Train Your Dragon audiobooks. First one is obviously How to Train Your Dragon. Second one is How to Be a Pirate. Third one is How to Speak Dragonese. Fourth one is How to Cheat a Dragon's Curse. Fifth one is How to Twist the Dragon's Tail. And sixth one is... Well, technically the sixth one is actually A Hero's Guide to Deadly Dragons, but I haven't got that one, so I can't actually show it to you. Yeah, I have. Hopefully I'll get it at some point, but I haven't got it at the moment. So I've actually got the one after A Hero's Guide to Dragons. A Hero's Guide to Deadly Dragons, which is How to Ride a Dragon's Storm. Also got How to Break a Dragon's Heart. And yeah, I've got to say that they're pretty good. Some of them, anyway, are certainly quite exciting. My most favourite one is... I'm not actually sure. Well, I haven't listened to How to Ride a Dragon's Storm yet, or How to Break a Dragon's Heart. I'm not really sure which one's my favourite one. They're all pretty good. Some of you might actually have seen the film of How to Train Your Dragon. It is very, very different from the books. It really, really, really is. You know, it's like a completely different story. You know, it's not even just the same story with quite a lot of changes. It really is basically just based on the book. I've got that somewhere too. I'm not sure where it is. I'll just have a look. Here it is. How to Train Your Dragon. Again, PG. And yeah, I've got to say, in its own way, it's probably just as good as the books, but you've just got to accept the fact that it's a different story. As long as you accept that, it's probably just as good. It really is a good film. But it's more or less just based on the book.
It is based on...
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to review Billy Bunter. Billy Bunter Does His Best. Billy Bunter at Greyfriars School. Billy Bunter, The Postal Order. I've got to say, they're funny, you know, they are classic. They're not serious books like Lord of the Rings and The Chronicles of Narnia, but, you know, they're classic, they're so funny. But unfortunately, only about 3 of the audiobooks are available now. There are so many more books, but not many of them are available on audiobook, unfortunately. But the ones that I've got, they are so funny. I'll tell you what they're about. They're about this fat boy. He's about 14 or 15, I think. And his name is, well, Billy Bunter. And, you know, he's like really, really stupid. And he's always getting into trouble. And he's like always stealing food and lying about it. And actually giving away what he did by lying. For example, he'll just go up to somebody and say, "I never stole the chocolate cake from the fridge, and it didn't taste very nice anyway." And things like that. It's classic. It really, really is. I've showed you Fox Rider. Okay. Now I've got some... These aren't actually audiobooks that I've got now. They're music. Star Wars music. I thought they were audiobooks when I added them to my wish list on Amazon. But when I got them, it turned out they were music. I really thought I was getting audiobooks, but they weren't. Yeah, this is the music of episode 1. I've got to say, even though it wasn't what I actually wanted, I still like the music in Star Wars. It's still pretty good. Episode 2 music. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith music. And Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back music. And I also got... Now this I was pretty proud of. Star Wars A Musical Journey. Now that one was good. It's not music. It kind of basically goes through the story of Star Wars. And, you know, it's got the actor who played Darth Sidious, Ian McDiarmid. He is basically doing the talking in it, and he sort of tells the whole story of Star Wars from Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, to Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And I've got to say, to those who don't really understand the Star Wars, it really is. It could help a lot to be able to understand it. Of course, you know, maybe that's just because I already understand it, but I did watch it with somebody else who didn't really understand it, and I tell you, you understand it a lot better after you saw this. You know, it really, really is good. In fact, that was made it so worth getting these, because it came with, I think it came with Episode 3, the music of that, Revenge of the Sith. I have also got a few of the films of Star Wars. I've got Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. That one's a PG. That one's a 12. And I've got to say that they're really good. I hope they're the only ones that I've got at the moment. Well, I've got some of the others on video, but we can't watch videos because our video player's broken. You can only watch DVDs. But I hope to get the others on DVD at some point. I've got to say, a lot of people don't like the prequel the Star Wars prequel trilogy, but I've got to say, I quite like them. I like all the Star Wars. The Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, I guess I can kind of understand why people don't like it. In Episode 2, I've got to say, some of it is... There are bits of it which I don't like the romance scenes between Anakin and Padme were just... They're just really cheesy. But Episode 3, I thought was really, really good. Possibly even better than some of the original trilogy. but it's not as good as... I'd say my most favourite of the entire saga was probably Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. That's actually generally the least favourite of the original trilogy. But yeah. Okay, anyway, moving on to audiobooks again. I've got Kensuke's Kingdom. Yeah, this is about a boy who got lost. He went on a ship with his family on a cruise, but he kind of got shipwrecked and got casted away on an island where this man called... Actually, no, it's not pronounced Kensuke, it's pronounced Kensuke. That's it, Kensuke's Kingdom. Yeah, but this man called Kensuke basically showed very much kindness to him. But at first, he was quite, aggressive towards him. But if you guess it, you basically find out the story in greater detail. I don't like giving things away. I've got to say, it's pretty good. It really is. It's read by Derek Jacobi. And now we come to some audiobooks of by this thing called The Focus on the Family, which are really good. First one is Les Miserables. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. It's French. I've got to say, Les Miserables I thought was absolutely fantastic. It really was such a good story. I've got to say though, it's sad as well. It really is sad. I'm not going to tell you the story at all, but I'd highly recommend it. It really is. It's just really good. And if you want to get an audiobook on it, I definitely recommend getting on the Focus on the Family version, because it really is. It's so good. It's dramatised, so it's sort of it's played by actors. It's not just read. Next one it's Ben-Hur. Yeah, that's pretty good. In my opinion, it's not as good as Les Miserables. In my opinion, but it's still pretty good. Next one is Billy Budd Sailor. That one's good as well. It really is good. Again, it's ever so sad though. It really, really is. A Christmas Carol. Yeah, that one's good. I bet you probably know the story of that, don't you? Christmas Carol. The Silas Marner. That's also good. Now this is basically just me keep on saying, oh, that's good, and that's good, and that's good, and that's good, isn't it? Sorry I'm being quite repetitive about it. But yeah, Silas Marner, it's basically... I actually can't really remember the story that well. I only listened to it once, but I just remember it was really good. But I remember this man was accused of stealing money, even though he actually didn't steal it. And later on in the book, he found this baby and adopted it. But yeah, it's really good. Sorry, I know it may not sound that good because of my poor description of it, but it is good. And Grace Abounding. These are some Christian audiobooks. Focus on the Family. Grace Unleashed. Grace Victorious and Amazing Grace. Yeah, they're quite well dramatised. I haven't listened to all of these yet. I've only listened to some of them. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that is it. Yeah. Oh, more thing. I've also got the entire Bible on audiobook. Got all of the books, the Holy Bible, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, all of them. Sorry, that's a bit out of straightness. As you can see, the Old Testament is in sort of like a dark blue, and the New Testament is in kind of a mid to lighter blue. Yeah. Well, I hope you've enjoyed all this reviewing of audiobooks. I hope it's given some ideas. Thank you. Goodbye.